Hey guys, and welcome to the OVERDRIVE channel. Now we are out here in the lovely, bright, sunny Coimbatore at the Coast High Performance Center to ride this motorcycle. Now this is the updated for 2024 TVS Apache RR 310. Now this motorcycle has been on the receiving end of a couple of updates since it came out back in 2017. In fact, the last time it got some updates was in 2021, where you had the BTO model, some race kits, and of course the adjustable suspension thrown in. But as you can see, the motorcycle, it does resemble the older one, but there are some subtle new changes. For instance, these winglets, there is transparent clutch cover as well, and they have made some improvements to the engine, the NVH levels, and thrown in some new kit on there as well. So since we're out here at a track, from all the ride modes, we're going to be keeping this one in track mode to see how this motorcycle fares. So let's get right to it. In terms of design, it pretty much resembles the previous model, which is already out, the updated 2021 model. But then again, with this one, the 2024, you get new winglets up front on the front fairing, which kind of look a bit odd, because although they might, or they seem to be really cool in terms of adding more downforce to the front, well, as you can see, there are the turn indicators that look kind of weird in that position, which are right under the winglets actually. So I'm not too sure how far that will affect the aerodynamics, but yep, that's what you get for 2024. And also back here you get a transparent cover for your clutch box. Now yeah, that looks pretty cool, because you see these kind of things mostly as aftermarket fitments on bigger capacity motorcycles. So that looks quite cool. Now the model that we have out here today is pretty much the bike with the Dynamic Pro package, which includes the TPMS, you have fully adjustable suspension, you have stuff like traction control and cruise control on there as well. Now the Dynamic Pro package, well, it does come with another feature, which is the Race Tune Dynamic Stability Control, which is, well, fancy talk in terms of TVS's language for traction control, ABS, cornering traction control, and even if you lean the bike into a corner and you have your cruise control activated, the bike will slow down depending on what ride mode you are in. So yeah, this is pretty much the Dynamic Pro package, but as you can see, for some reason TVS have chosen not to give us the rear set foot pegs on this motorcycle. So otherwise it has the brass coated chain, fully adjustable suspension, fully adjustable levers, 5 ride modes, the whole shebang as far as electronics are concerned. But yep, I don't know why they've left out for us on a track day the rear set foot pegs. Now the awesome thing about this updated model is that the engine, although it remains pretty much the same, it has increased in power by as much as 11% in fact. Now power is up to around 38 PS of max power at 9,800 RPM, and torque, well, 29 Nm of torque at 7,800 RPM. And that has brought down the 0 to 100 sprint time to around 6.74 seconds. Well, that's what the company claim. And yes, top speed as well is rated at 164. So that also is pretty impressive for this kind of machine. Another cool thing about the engine is the new forged piston that they have on there. It is a lot lighter than the one before, and it has a different coating, and that has reduced the NVH levels of this motorcycle in the mid and top end of the power band spectrum. And that was really nice, because in fact this engine feels a lot smoother than the configured unit that already exists in the naked version of this motorcycle, which is the RTR 310. Now, as before with the RR 310 model, well, it is a kind of a sporty motorcycle, as you probably will have assumed. So there is a lot of weight on your palms, and of course the NVH levels, well, the reduced NVH levels do make things a lot more smoother. But then this isn't a motorcycle that you want to ride slowly. If you ride fast, or you like riding fast, or if you're into long distance tours at a decent clip out on the highway, you will have a complete blast on this bike. But riding slow, it will get a bit tiresome, especially on your palms, because you have a lot of weight on there. Now this updated for 2024 model is a lot more user friendly. Even the brakes and the suspension, the way it's tuned, the way you can tune it is really nice. All things considering, the tires perform really well, the Michelin Road 5s. And the only downside I see about this motorcycle is the fact that this, this Dynamic Pro version with the RTDSC on it, well, the only downside is, of course, you have a lot of electronics to fiddle around with, like traction control, ABS cornering traction control, anti-wheelie, anti-stoppie and stuff like that. But then you cannot pick and choose what you want to have active and deactivated, because you only have two options. You can either have all of them active or have all of them shut off. So that is a little disappointing in a way, but hopefully with a future update they will include that feature where you can actually select what you want to be active on this motorcycle. Pricing for the RR 310 starts off at 2.75 lakh rupees. Ex-showroom, that is, for the standard model in the red paint scheme, and it goes up to around 3.31 lakh for the Dynamic Pro kitted bike in the grey paint scheme, making it the most feature-rich motorcycle in its class. That is, of course, minus the race replica paint job, for which you will have to shell out a good 7k extra for. Anyway, so it feels a lot quicker now, it's just as nice and nimble, very flickable agility-wise, just as it was before, and now it's a lot more refined and not as rough around the edges as the earlier model. But it's still not the quickest bike in its class. And if you can settle for that fact, well, this updated 2024 RR 310 is a very enticing motorcycle. Yes, sure, there are others in the segment that can perform better, but this one definitely takes the cake as far as riding aids, features and factory customization goes. It looks good and feels a lot more special now that it's not so rough. Alright, now to sum things up, after our short track experience with the RR 310, the updated model, well, it in fact feels like a better motorcycle, especially because of the reduced NVH levels, more power, always welcome, and the fact that it now gets some features borrowed from the naked version of this motorcycle, which is the RTR 310, is also a good thing, obviously. But TVS also have quite a broad, expansive list of the RR models, but that's what this motorcycle is all about. It has improved, I feel, at least after riding it out on track, from the earlier model, and let's see how it fares out on the road in the urban environment.